And just days ago, the U.S. Justice Department announced mandatory unconscious bias training for its 2,800 employees. All of this comes in the wake of deadly police shootings of black men that has the nation on edge. Attorney General Loretta Lynch says it is to make certain the federal criminal justice system is fair. Mike Dunstan caught up with some experts here in Atlanta to show us what that is. Mike?
You know, Sharon, many people say that they're not prejudiced, they're not racist, but some experts here in Metro Atlanta say we all have biases that affect our actions. And tonight, along with the change in policies, there's a push to change attitudes. Former Republican Georgia Congressman and Speaker of the House Newt Gingrich surprised a lot of people when he recently said, quote, "If you're a normal white American, the truth is you don't understand being black in America." Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton recently made an appearance on CNN where she talked about training and retraining that needs to happen in smaller police departments.
And frankly, Wolf, to go after systemic racism, which is a reality, and to go after implicit bias.
And today, Atlanta police told me their recruits go through implicit or unconscious bias training in the academy. And it's also ongoing training for officers and other APD staff. But what is it? We caught up with these national experts at a Metro Atlanta retreat.
What tends to happen sometimes is that we prefer or listen to people who are similar to us.
She says suppressing your biases will not make you less biased against somebody.
But I want to make sure I catch it before the thought becomes a behavior. And to do that, I have to be aware that there is that bias that I'm...
Before he became a consultant, Daryl Butler was an executive for a pharmaceutical company.
When I got into HR, I just started asking the question. So do we have a requirement that you're supposed to look like Ken and Barbie? And of course, the response was no, we don't. I said, well, our outcome, behavioral outcome in terms of hiring, looks like there's a requirement there.
He says it's not just police and protesters who need to look at their biases. All of us need to.
When we judge, we create distance. When we understand, we create connection. So we need to do more of the understanding to connect so that we can work through these tense moments.
And in a story I'm working on all new for 5 o'clock, a local expert is putting 3 Metro Atlantans to an unconscious bias test. Also, see why you might want to take a similar test. We are live in Midtown Atlanta. Mike Dunstan, CBS 46 News.
Mike, thanks. We have some breaking